So now we're thinking about how we can draw a perspective using Sketch. Now, it's important to still have the understanding of what is perspective is. So I have 2 points at the end of my perspective line, and that's my horizon. And those are my points that I'm organizing everything else by. Those are my key perspective points, and I'm using the idea of this constructed triangle to sort of point all my points according to my 2 horizon edges. So this is a 2-point perspective, and you of course can see that this is obviously very much just drawing. However, we want to in the end come up with a perspective sketchy board as opposed to just the regular one. But we're just going to start by just drawing it. And we're relating all the edges. We're thinking about the way the lines are drawn, and we're relating it back to our 2 perspective points. And so, again, this is how you build. Everything is related, and it's a form of accuracy. It's again, there's 2 points. There's also a 3-point. So the idea is you're very much being accurate. And of course, the skill is to say what happens when you're starting to construct this just from a simple sketch. But when we're doing this, we have simple, like the first time you're doing it, you're going to be thinking about, okay, how do I connect with these points with a direct line? But your inner understanding of that line is going to be important, because obviously every line you're going to draw from the 2-point perspective is not just going to be a box. You might be a gable, like an angle. It might be doors and windows. And so you can see as I'm starting to add some different things to here, these are some things that someone must consider when living and doing a sketch. You're sketching the gamut of what could be connected to this system. And so the idea is, like, this is something you start to do in your head, or you could also just be doing a underlay with a light weight like 2H for this, and you just build your sketch line on top of this. And so let's sort of see how we can derive this from other drawings. A bit of an idea. I'm going to start with that middle line. I'm going to draw an idea of where my 2 perspective points are on both sides. I'm going to, again, just do a light sketch line focusing that direction. And so you see now I have these 2 horizon lines, and I'm not doing it just straight, so just follow along to where it is. And I'm just pulling those lines. I'm thinking about those as I'm adding to this form. And I want that freedom, but I want the accuracy. So I'm doing the math in my head of where those points come from. Now, as I start like a little more unique form, I still have that basis of those horizon points, and they're relating to where my form goes. And this is important because obviously you want to be able to sketch it, and you want it to have that look and that feel, and that's how you organize it and ground it. And so the same thing, of course, obviously it's easy to do a perspective like the first one, where you have that, it's just a box behind the box, and you have that front straight line. But you start to figure out, as you do this many times, the similar elements that'll be operating. And you're saying all these lines, if they're straight and parallel, they're going to be pointing toward those same points. This is your exercise. And the idea is, at the end of the day, you have like a beautiful sketch that's all related. Now, obviously, with each of these little elements, some of them are, if you're thinking about little profiles, little elements, they're not going to be directly hitting to that, but they're going to still be related to those lines. And so it's a way of relating all the information within your drawing, perspective being like the character of the drawing. And you're thinking about, even if you think about maybe shading a little bit, this is where you start to be able to play with dimensionality And so that's going to take your perspective to the next level. So, and the idea is being able to draw something that is quick in sketch mode with that accuracy of those perspective lines is going to put all this stuff together. It's going to help you organize your drawing. So that's how you will organize and really make the most of using perspective.